Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up, my
I'm here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man. I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll
Brandon.
come after your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
That is what you did. Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. It is Monday, 10/11/21. How the hell are you? Hope you had a good weekend, as I did. Yes, that is true. It was a good weekend. Lots of sleep, working out, lots of sleep. I'm in one of those moods, so I'm going to ask you to bear with me. I feel like I'm looking through somebody else's eyes tonight. I hope they do a good job on the show. We got a good one. A lot of interesting things happening behind the scenes, and I'm happy to be privy to some information. How legit it is. I heard rumors before the June 25th event, you know, the big dump that never happened. We just got the prelim book report. I heard so many things that were supposed to happen. Nothing happened. Nothing. Zero, zip, zilch, nada. A big nothing burger. But that's the way it goes. That's ufology for you in a nutshell. With a bunch of nuts. I think everybody's a little bit off in this field, including me. I don't think I'm off, but other people do. So obviously there's something about me that's off-putting. I don't know. It isn't me tonight. A lot of stuff. Let's just get going. So there's, you know, the rubber duck, that UAP video from Homeland Security. You know, we talked about it last week. I don't know what the thing was, but really, it wasn't impressive. But nonetheless, rumors were circulating that Elizondo, maybe Corbell, were wanting to use that video and were getting denied by CNN. Could be a rumor, but it doesn't shock me. I know. Let me turn that off. It's been active the last half hour, 45 minutes. A lot of tweets, a lot of messages coming in. But wow, I just it doesn't shock me that the news, they have things they got to do, right? They ran with this UFO narrative for a long time. The longest I've ever seen it. And right now they don't want to deal with it. But here's the kicker. All right, we'll tell the kicker later on why Corbell or Elizondo were nixed by CNN, maybe Fox 2, about this rubber ducky UAP video, which, by the way, is better than anything Corbell put out there in the last year. I want to talk about this guy, Pete Slattery. Embarrassing ufology. Again. And I know I'm going to make a lot of people mad tonight. Good. Get mad. Because if I'm making people mad, that means we're talking. You got to have the discussion. And if you don't like the discussion, well, be an adult and explain why. Don't just sit there and say, how do you know? How do you know this? How do you know that it's fake? I'll tell you why when I get there. What else are we doing on tonight's show? We got one more thing that we're talking about. Oh, yeah. There's even a tweet about this. Sources say, some sources, anytime you hear those words, you gotta, impressive. There's gonna be some sort of disclosure in November. And it may be, and I don't know. Yeah, anytime somebody says sources, a source here, a source there, we don't know if it's rumor, because 99.999% of the time it is just that. But this one even has Leslie Keane interested in what may be happening in November. There may be, because she was tweeting today, there's stuff happening behind the scene, and very soon we're going to let you know what it is. Well, I think it's going to be a technological disclosure that could put us 20 to 30 years ahead overnight. I don't know what that means. We'll talk a little bit about it. I've got tweets to go over. I got to thank a few people. We got a whole thing to do. What are we doing? It's roll call time, everybody. Ready? Area 503. Welcome to the show. Mystic Q, welcome to the show. Larky Derry, welcome to the show. Bob, welcome to the show. M. Ian Burwell, welcome to the show. Shogun United, welcome to the show. Sky Allen, you too, welcome to the show. Complazirt, welcome to the show. Coral Ann, welcome to the show. Felicia the Beautiful Flores, welcome to the show. Mario Heat, welcome to the show. Ash Dobbs, welcome to the show. Mikey Gematria, show welcomes you, my friend. Bee's Nest, good to see ya, welcome to the show. Randall Hill, every time I say your name, I think of somebody running towards the end zone. I don't know, isn't there a football player? Same name? Mystic Q! How are you? Welcome to the show. Chris, so nice they named you a couple of times. Welcome to the show. Easy E21, welcome to the show. Mr. William Bridges, good to see you. Welcome to the show. You look fantastic tonight. Looks like you got the smile or you shave your face. It's fantastic. Gobstopper, Welcome to the show. Alcy Tiger, third phase of Gufani and Rock Fam. I got it wrong. I don't know. Welcome to the show. Can't do any jokes. My throat is killing me. Are we done? Unidentified 54. Unidentified S4. Unidentified. We'll stop here. So sick of it. You have no idea. This will probably be the last time we talk about this stupid rubber duck thing, but we're not really going to talk. Oh, it's Columbus Day, right? But I am sick of it as well. You know why? Because it's not really great. It's a shit video, to be honest. It really is. There's nothing happening with it. What did I just see? Oh my goodness, Jesus Trump. Welcome to the show. Samantha Morris, welcome, welcome. Burger King Customer, welcome. The Gorilla Gamer, welcome. Hey, Alien Girl, Uno, welcome to the show. I always get the last, you see, I usually start the show at 5 after, but I've gone back to 9 right on top, just to switch it up. What's up, Steve K? That guy, he didn't hype it up. I don't think the guy hyped it up, Steve K. I think the internet is thirsty. Our family is thirsty for UFO footage. Can I just say, and I don't give a crap what anybody thinks, just go to third phase of Moon and watch what they've gotten up there, what they've posted, if I could speak properly. I mean, it doesn't get any better than what they've put up. And also, there's a couple other people out there putting videos up there, like Hidden Underbelly 2.0. Putting up some really good stuff, man. Third phase of Moon sometimes, is allowed to use his stuff. Everything's done with permission granted anyway. But I want to thank a few people, so let's get going. I want to shout out, and I've never done this, I'm going to do it now for the first time, some new subscribers. We've been getting a flood of new subscribers, and I don't know why, but I think YouTube has opened up the door a little more, and it has been like it should. It's been going well. By the way, GUFON survives on super chats, super stickers, PayPal, Patreon, and Cash App. So don't forget, keep the show going. That is what really keeps this show going every night, except Sunday. COVID. Hold on. This throat thing, it's never going to go away. So thank you for your guys' support. I appreciate it. Let me pull this up. I just had it up and then I had a cough. It's always nice to go to this part of the show and thank people. And here I am. I don't know where it went. Well, I can't remember who was brand new in the subscriber world. Let me try this. I don't know where it is. No. There's a place in our settings that shows you all the new subscribers, and for some reason, I can't find it. And I wanted to say thanks to those new people. I know one of them was Brian Forrester, believe it or not. I think I found it. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. UFO Man. Thank you very much for subscribing recently. I can't believe Brian Forrester. He's got 4,000 subscribers in the last 6-7 days. Unbelievable. Sonia Trott. Thank you for subscribing. And Anne. Thank you for subscribing. Beyond the Top Secret Texan. Thank you. Meontaurus. Welcome. Thank you. Shermanator Osborne, thank you. Missy Moonwillow and Mr. Catfish. on September 3rd. Those are like the most recent. Not really, but it says here, it goes by subscriber count. And I've noticed it's like 85% of my subscribers do not show how many subscribers they have. It's crazy. They turn it off. So it's weird. Yeah, and I don't know where Third Phase of Moon is. They've been a subscriber for a while, but they should be up here, and it's not. It's really weird. But thank you guys. We'll come back to that. We'll name new subscribers every night. We'll just do 5 to 10 of them. So I wanted to say thank you, and don't forget, like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, and ring that bell. Fill it up, and make sure you get all notifications. Set the settings on your smartphone to accept the settings on YouTube. I realized. Come on! Talking to some of you and helping some of you, it is because of your cell phone notifications were turned off that you're not getting the notification. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure your notifications are turned on for your cell phone and on the computer. All right? Are we good? What else we got? One new patron. Yeah, we did that. I got to say hello. You got to say hi. You got to make the nice. So one new patron. And that is... I'm going to quit. I think I'm just going to quit life. Why doesn't this work? See? I don't know. It's somebody. Somebody's new. Sean is new. I know that. I can't find it. I'll do it while the video's playing there. All right. But thank you all. Appreciate support. Hey, William Bridges. I missed you. There it is. $10 super chat. Ma! One big meatball. Bridges. Yep. She already saw it on the screen. Thank you very much, Mr. Bridges. A continuing supporter of GUFON, and that goes right to you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your continuing support. Mucho gusto, generoso, Mr. Bridges. So, grazie. I didn't miss anybody else, right? No? Okay, good. All right, we're all caught up. So what do we start off with? I think I'm going to start in reverse. I got my notes here. I know I made... just a bunch of pages. Not much. I'm going to show another video from Anthony from Staten Island. A really good video he's got from a couple of months ago. And then a weird object that was on Reddit. It is bizarre. I don't think I've shown it here. There will be a video tonight on Third Phase UFO Report. All right, here's what I want to do. I want to get on this Peter Slattery mistake. Oh. This has got to be a mistake. And it's not. It isn't. He's got a movie coming out. I don't know. It's coming out, I think, October 18th or something. Here is the trailer for the movie. And then we'll talk. And this guy, wow. I didn't know he was still around. By the way, let me tell you, he's from Australia, I found out. What is with Australian skywatchers and UFO people? They make the most mistakes out of any other country. For real, I'm not kidding. It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
What is this all about? Why are we being interacted with by this range of physical and non-physical intelligences?
My experiences started at a young age, and typically what people refer to as like the grey alien.
And his evidence speaks for itself.
The evidence that Peter was showing via his video footage of craft, of all different kinds of craft. It's almost like they are being told, it's time to come out because we're here.
Pete's genetics, you know, they've been manipulated and they're different than a normal.
I just remembered something. This is a 1091. I know, I was vaping. I don't like to do it on camera. I don't think it's professional, but sorry you had to see that. I don't think I can play this a lot longer. I don't think I can play it much, but I played enough. And I could just tick-tock, hopscotch through it. So we've all seen this before. Look, I'm not saying everything this guy has captured is not what he thinks it is. And because right here, this looks fantastic. This video that he has of this disc-shaped object. I need to see the whole video, and because I am not going to be talking about him in the greatest of light, because I think everything else that he has, he's got a bunch of stuff that only Stan Romanek could rival, and we all know what happened to Stan. You know? Yeah.
And his evidence speaks for...
I mean, this guy has teamed up with James Gilliland, who is by far... And I know there's a lot of people out there who are going to say, Rich, you're wrong. I'm not. I am not wrong about James Gilliland. I don't care if you went out to his ranch and saw something that was beautiful and magical and you were doing CE 5, 6, or 7, whatever it is now, whatever today's flavor of bullshit is. I don't buy it. The guy sees, James Gilliland is seeing iridium flare satellites and possibly hoaxing stuff. Not him personally, but people out in the distance. But I'm telling you, I did a big thing on James Gilliland years ago. And it really woke a lot of people up, but that was 10 years ago. And I let it go. Ever since then, it's like, how much more can I talk about James Gilliland? He ain't going away. But let me tell you, it's not what you think. If James Gilliland knows when iridium flare satellites are showing up, and he even says it a lot, it's not iridium flare, it's not satellites, I know what I'm doing, it's us doing the kumbaya, batting on the drums, smoking weed, doing peyote, and flopping on each other. It is a kumbaya alien connection. Really? Yeah, it isn't. This one here by Slattery.
That Peter was showing.
I mean, that's a psionics camera. You can tell because he got multiple colored stars or whatever. This is an iridium flare satellite. It's just out of color. Same thing here. This thing here is probably an airplane in the distance. I don't know. I haven't investigated the guy. This was brought up today by somebody, and I had to take a look at this, and I was like, oh my God, why do I know this name? Slattery. Why do I know it sounds bullshittery? Shittery, Slattery. Here he's got an alien, and this isn't the only one. He was doing the Stan Romanek. Apparently, some people had a preview of the movie, right? And they said there's this one with the alien, and you can see a lot of it, I guess. And it sounded like this person was convinced that aliens were around this guy. Now, my question is, why are they always behind a car, a tree, a building? Come on, man. Walk around the car and go look at the guy. Capiche? Oh, I mean, really. Do I sound like a hater? I hope not, guys, because we've been through this before with Stan Romanek. And we all know how forget what happened to Stan Romanek. He did have some interesting UFOs. Unfortunately, his body language was shit. He got caught hoaxing something on an interview, you know, flipping stuff up like this and saying there was poltergeist activity, but you can see that his hand moved and an object, and he was sitting there and it goes, oh, and it flopped up on, you know, you've seen it, I'm sure. This Slattery guy doesn't impress me at all. You could go on his channel and see the blatant mistakes. I mean, these are just... Oh, and apparently, check this out. Listen. Check this out.
Pete's genetics, you know, they've been manipulated, and they're different than a normal human. This has been...
Come on now, man. I have got to talk to that doctor. I got to find out who that doctor is. I swear to God, I'm going to call him up and record it, and I want to know. I want to know why his DNA is much different. I don't want to buy the DVD, man. If somebody gets a free copy of it, send it my way. I don't want to pay for Slattery. I don't. But I might. This is just, to me...
happening to him since he was a child. Been happening to him since he was a child.
When it got pretty serious was when I started seeing what I could term as like blue orbs coming into the house, floating around, doing what...
I sure hope he shows more. I went on his channel today and I was looking at some of his stuff. And look, I admit, hey, there's some things there that are interesting. You can't deny it all, and I'm not. I just don't believe that this gentleman here is in contact with aliens, has had 4 that I know of. I know of 3. I've seen 3 aliens that he shows on his channel, and none of them come into full view. It's always like this. Oops. Did it? Oh, it's always like this. Oh, it's always like half the face or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, he does. Right. Ronald Weaver, that dude has everything. This is like Dave Scott should take a look at this guy and just say, I need to step up my game. That's what Sold Out needs to do. You want to make a documentary and have people love you more than they do now? You need to have these kind of sightings. You need to get stuff on video, SOR. Sold Out Radio. You do. Because Slattery is got to be the new king of everything. Here it is. Here's the new video. Watch. Here's another one.
Filters to the footage. Grey with large heads, large dark eyes, almond-shaped, small nose.
It's always like this. It's always broken up in behind a mosaic of glass or horrible nighttime footage or some FLIR footage or infrared, or it's just never good. It's never good.
Indeed, an alien in his house. And there wasn't just one, though. There was basically a whole crew of them.
We know who's on.
Did you see? You didn't even see it, did you? You can't even see the bastard.
The whole crew of them.
Here's James Gilliland catching a... This is interesting.
Who's on the ships?
I've gotten a few of those on video. Here's a nice bluish orb.
You know, begs the question is...
Wow. I mean, this is the top of the food chain, guys. This is what you do. I am going to... All right, you know, I started making my documentary and I stopped. And I'm going to start up again, and I'm going to change some things in there. I am going to have the best bullshit footage, and I'm going to call it bullshit footage you will believe is real. I'm going to have a segment like that. And it'll blow away everything you see here. That's how good it. That's how going outside every night. You can do that for many years, like me. You'll capture all sorts of stuff that you can't verify. But if you're smart and you don't try to fool anybody and you do what's right, and you try to capture it again and again and again, and if you can't, well, maybe you got something. But I don't show that stuff to you. I only show the stuff that is up here, not down here. These guys are showing you everything from shit to glory. They don't have, what do you call it? A governor on what they show. They'll show you everything. Dust, magic orbs. Oh, look at them all. I could do that right now. Flake some skin off. Like somebody we know. I don't want to name any names because they're close to our vest here, but I don't know what that means. They're well, Christopher Peters, John, what's his name? Wreaking Havoc. I mean, these guys got a bunch of bullshit on video. And, you know, you wish them well. You're like, well, maybe you got something. I'm not there at your house type of answer. That's all you can say. I'm not there. I'm hoping you're not lying to me. I'm hoping you're not delusional. I'm hoping you're not just losing your mind and wanting so much attention from everybody, because it's addicting. These people get addicted to this type of publicity that they bring amongst themselves. You got orbs. Oh my God, they're angels. They're your guardian angels. They're coming down, and yeah. Well, you know, I'm still sick. Yeah, well, they're not going to help you get better, but they'll lead you. It doesn't work that way. It works that way if you believe it. And you just can't believe it and make it so. And now we've come. Ufology has turned a wild page in the last year. If you say it, it's real now. It all started, I wrote the date down, when balloons are UFOs. That was the Batman balloon. We don't know what that is. Even I know that, but it looks like a Batman balloon, but it all started with that recently. I just can't. Slattery, we're going to keep an eye on him. So I just wanted to introduce that. And yeah, some people say, why do you even bring up these people? Why do you give them any type of publicity? I said, well, what the hell else am I going to talk about? Got to talk about something. And that's what we do. We talk about the things. Now, this guy just put out a documentary. It's coming out. 1091 Productions backed it, which means it might be good. It might be put together well, or it could really be trash. I am going to say it'll be a well-made documentary filled with trash. Sorry, not sorry. I am not going to filter myself anymore. I am not going to watch my P's and Q's when I talk about other people. I'll talk respectfully for the most part. I'm not going to call people names. I'm just going to say yay or nay about their stuff. I don't like it. I don't like what this guy's doing. He didn't, you know what Slattery didn't do? And I didn't see it in any of his videos. And, he doesn't try to figure out what he captures. Okay, so there's no science, there's no debunking, there's no trying to make it happen. You don't see him trying to take the same shot. Everything he captures, he believes wholeheartedly is an alien or a spirit or something of a combination. Now, I wanted to make contact with the guy and see if he would come on my show. So I went to the comment section on a video and wanted the alien video. And the comments were disabled. I'm like, he's probably getting a lot of shit for this one. So I went to the video right next to it. comments were turned off. I'm like, wait a minute. So I looked at the orb video. You know, you just saw the blue orb and the red one. And I went to that one. Comments were turned off. Comments turned off, turned off, turned off, turned off, turned off, turned off. And I went, they're all turned off. And that tells me gives me the biggest answer that so many people have given this guy crap that he can't handle it. And he turns off the comments on all of his videos. That's all I'm going to say about him. Done. We've got more to do. It's a shame. This is the world we live in. You want to make a documentary, you better have some great footage, and you better have better evidence than anybody has ever shown. When my documentary comes out, I'm going to put it out and make it free. Right? That'll be my first one. And I decided I am going to make a documentary about me. Third Phase of Moon says, don't bother with that. Do something else. Interview people. And I'm like, no. It won't be bad. It'll be pretty good. I've got a pretty good idea how to make it good. They're like, it's not going to be good. Nobody's going to care. Who wants to go watch your stuff? Nobody's going to care. It's not about me. It won't be just me. There will be interviews. There will be other people in it besides me, but it is going to be pretty interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It'll be out next year, probably in the summer. Now, what do? Let's talk about this UAP rubber ducky scenario that's been going on. And I mostly said a lot. I said a lot in the beginning of the show. But what we have is failure to communicate. Stop! What we have here. Anytime I hear somebody say what we have here, I hear Guns N' Roses. A failure to communicate. So, apparently, the rumor is that Jeremy Corbell, Luis Elizondo, and Jeremy, I guess Jeremy's part of the group, I don't know, but I heard that Luis Elizondo wanted to bring this footage out too. But it had already been out for, I guess, a few days. And apparently, CNN will not bring anyone else on mainstream media except for Elizondo and the same 6 people you've been seeing for the last 2 years. So this guy, Andy is his name, from NYUAP Discussion. And you know what? I'll play it, actually. He brings it up in the interview he did with Third Phase of Moon. Excuse me for not bringing that up sooner. But it's amazing that CNN denied that video because it wasn't going to be originally brought up by Lou or Jeremy or any of those people. You understand now? They don't want to deal with us. They don't want to deal with the public, only with these guys. That bothers me. Like you have no idea. Who are they? That they should get the mainstream media play. Hey man, if Andy brought that video out, talk to Andy. What do you got to bring Lou in for? Lou knows shit about that video. If he would have known about it, he would have been on TV and CNN. But to bitch and moan about it, I don't know if that's true, but I know what may be true is that CNN did not want to deal with it because the video was already out. And it wasn't brought out by their team, their buddies. This is getting out of control. What can you and I do about it? Well, we're doing it. This is all we can do. There's not much more we can. Well, I know, I am. I'm going to try to do my best to get us some national exposure. And that's by going to Washington and doing what Anjali did. And do it in such a way that it will be legit. I'm going to say some stuff, man. I mean, I don't have a script yet, but I'm going to have one. I'm going to think of what I want to say, and I'm going to have to be good. And I will probably have nobody around. I don't know who I'll meet out there yet, because I don't know what day I'm going. Like today would have been a great day. Columbus Day, right? Everybody's home watching TV. What's up, Cuppy? $5 super sticker. It's a super sticker bonanza. Cuppy, $5. Thank you very much. Let's see what it is. It's taking a second. Oh, it's a wow face. It's shaking his head like, wow, can't believe it. Wow. Thank you very much for that. Super chat. Super sticker. Pardon me. Cuppy, thank you. And you get one of these. All right, I'm going to get the video set up. Thank you. Mucho gusto, generoso, Cuppy-so. All right, here we go. So, third phase of Moon had an interview with Andy. And I don't know if y'all heard it, but I got to tell you, this is good. So you can hear a little bit of what happened.
Earlier yesterday from Andy, he reached out. He's concerned about the footage that we released on Third Phase of Moon in regards to the real story behind it. And Andy's joining us all the way from New York, and he's got the information. So we're going to break it down in regards to this Homeland Security footage captured in Tucson, Arizona. Andy, appreciate you joining us. Let's just start it up. How did you obtain this footage?
I was reached out through my Instagram channel by a follower who I guess decided he felt comfortable, talking to me and basically sending me cell phone footage of the objects at first from his, DHS server at the, his computer at the office. And basically I ended up getting him to find the original files and send them over to me, and that's when, everything took off from there. Well, apparently the footage has been around now for a while. I believe it was taken in 2020 or 2019. It was kept in a folder where two other pieces of footage were, which was the A-10 Warthog and the one we call La Bruja. And they kept them in those files because they were, it would pass around throughout the office or, throughout the individuals working there as sort of like a prank, I guess they would think of it, because nobody knew what they were. So, still to this day, they have no idea what they were. The object in question on the rubber duck was taken by I believe it was a C-26 spy plane, RC-26 spy plane. And they were basically doing recon, looking for drug smugglers and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, as they're panning through the landscape, they saw these objects come into view. And as you look at it, you could automatically tell that this thing is not any type of conventional drone or balloon or anything like that. But basically, no, they had no idea what it was, and it was one of the reasons why he chose to give this to me and share it with me, to see if I can get it to individuals that can analyze it properly, to basically put this out there and let everybody know that they're coming into contact with these things all the time, but nothing's really being done about it, and nobody knows what these things are.
So basically, this footage that you obtained and you just put out just a few days ago, the major media and some people are trying to allocate the video as we're speaking right now. And also there's a study on this video that's going to take about a month or so to, you know, analyze this video frame by frame. Can you tell us the process behind this and some of the major media and why or how they're trying to get in touch with you in regards to this footage?
Well, I think the major media is not happy with the fact that footage is out the way it came out, because right now, as you notice, you know, you have certain specific individuals who are kind of controlling the narrative, and they're dropping specific information, kind of drip feeding all of this stuff to everybody. And now all of a sudden, here comes this individual who is not really known by many people and dropped a 40-minute FLIR footage of an actual unidentified object, which blows away Tic Tac, blows away Gimbal, blows away Go Fast, anything that Jeremy Corbell has put out so far. And, you know, they had no control over it. So I think one of the reasons why I've been getting such, you know, negativity and hate from individuals, especially individuals in the UFO community, is because of that, you know, because either they didn't get it or, you know, nobody was prepared for the fact that, you know, this footage actually existed and was going to be dropped. But I think that's one of the reasons why I've been getting such negativity and backlash towards it. We're supposed to we're all rooting for the same thing, and we're all looking for the disclosure that you know, deserves to be put out there to the public. And, you know, it's after dropping it, it kind of looked like, you know, like everyone has their own agenda. You understand? Like, no one's on the same page. We're all doing the things for our own separate agendas. And that's the impression I've been getting since I dropped it. So it makes it feel like because these individuals didn't get their hands on it, that they automatically are trying to debunk it without even that, you know, any analysis or anything like that. Which was one of the reasons why, before I even released this footage, I didn't tell anybody about this and reached out to an organization to actually analyze this before anything ever got released. So that way, when this did happen, which I knew it was going to, I now have a backup where this report is going to back up everything that I've been saying, and you know, it's going to prove that the object in question is not anything, you know, it's not a conventional object that we assume it to be, or many people are assuming it to be.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people, including ourselves, we jumped on the video, and I'm glad you reached out to us so we could actually confirm the exact source of the video. I think it's important, and appreciate you reaching out.
Yeah, I've had people try to post my personal information, like where I live, on Twitter. I had to deactivate my Twitter because of that. I'm on Reddit. I've had people post my where I work.
I'm telling you, man, Twitter is not very nice. And let me see what else he says.
Strange, you know, occurrences occur in my home. You know, where I would lock my front door, and I would end up finding it, you know, open. And I mean, I don't want to say that is attributed to that, but it was.
That happened to me. That happened to me. That's bizarre.
You know, it's kind of weird that, you know, these things are happening while I
not now,
was
years
releasing
ago.
the footage or had the footage. But yeah, it hasn't been a fun ride. I thought it was going to be, you know what I'm saying? I thought because I had this and putting it out there was going to be taken in a more acceptable way, but I've been completely blown back by how opposite it turned out when I released this footage. So it's kind of an eye exactly what we're dealing with when it comes to disclosure, because it's not just about getting footage out and people accepting it. It's you have an entire community now who's throwing out opinions, and you know, science is now an opinion will take over that, and you know, it kind of ruins the entire subject, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, sure. You know what I like about this video is obviously it's coming from a government agency, Homeland Security, and it lasts for, you know, like you say, 40 minutes. It's got the cameras locked onto it. It's clear. It's not blurry like all these other Pentagon videos that have come out, you know, last year, a few years ago. This is something extraordinary, what we're looking at. My question is, this person who shot it, is he going to come forward and give his testimony? I know he's kind of laying behind the scenes, but eventually you said that he's going to actually come forward and speak about this encounter that he filmed.
Yeah, eventually he told me that he would come forward. He doesn't want to come out right now due to personal reasons, but he says within the next I would say maybe month or two, he would reveal who he is and speak about the matter. I trust the individual. He's I've gotten to be very close with him, so I know that he's not some kind of weirdo.
I'm looking for the part, and that's why I've been playing it. Usually I don't play their videos more than like 4 minutes max, but there was a part in the video where he talks about the community more than what he just said about the community. But
he says this information needs to come out. Like it can't be hidden anymore. So he felt that was the best thing to do, or the right thing to do.
Yeah, this video is making the rounds. What do you want people that view this footage to take away from?
Basically, get people to be aware of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that this gets other people to come forward.
Absolutely. We're all in this together. We're trying to get the information out, and everybody should be kind of, like you say, on the same page. And if people out there that's sitting on footage like this, definitely release it. Share it with Andy. He's got a record.
Actually, yes, he told me that he knows that there's more footage out there. He can't get his hands on those specific pieces of footage, but he knows that they exist, and other people do have, they have experiences all the time in the Department of Homeland Security. You got to understand, their job is to survey landscapes and areas, so they're always observing. They're always seeing things. If you remember, in 2013, they captured the footage from Aguadilla, which is considered one of the most incredible pieces of footage of a legitimate UFO ever taken, of the object that came out of the water from Aguadilla as well. And now here you go with another one, the rubber duck from Department of Homeland Security, and they have the A-10 that came out before, and the rubber duck, the Bruja as well. So, everyone's focus is so on the military, they're completely forgetting about, organizations or, branches like the Department of Homeland Security that also have this technology to, capture and view and...
I don't think so. I think we've had Homeland Security footage before, but I'm not sure if it was from Corbell or Elizondo. I wanted to get to the part. I don't know if I missed it while I was conversing in the chat room earlier. But I don't know, man, where that part is. I'm so sorry. I don't know.
Right now, they've literally come up with the best footage that's ever come out of any anomalous object.
Yeah, as far as any... how do people... because I know you might be updating with the analysis of this video.
It's just New York and follows. So that's my goal. And one more, that doesn't work when it comes to this phenomenon. Blurred out bird, you can't. That doesn't work when it comes to this phenomenon. And when it comes to analysis of the phenomenon and trying to figure out what this is, we need to do the real science. You understand? We need to, put in the work. That's how we're gonna.
And that's the worst thing a debunker can do, these generalities. We're kind of straightening things by the source of the video.
No, definitely. I appreciate you guys when it comes to this. We can adversarial reform.
Damn it! What was it? Way over here?
We're at the office, and basically I ended up getting him to off from there. Well, apparently the footage has been around now for a while. I believe it was taken in 2010 or 2019. It was kept in a folder where two other pieces of footage were, which was the A-10 Warthog and the one we call La Bruja. And they kept them in those files because they were, it would pass around throughout the office or, throughout the individuals working there as sort of like a prank, I guess they would think of it, because nobody knew what they were. So, still to this day, they have no idea what they were. RC-26 biplane coming to view. And as you look at it, you could automatically tell that this thing is not any type of convention. Chose to give this to me and share it with me to see if I can get it to individuals that can analyze it properly to know what these things are.
So basically, this footage that you obtained and you just put out just a few days ago, the major media and some people are trying to allocate the video as we're speaking right now. And also, there's a study on this video that's going to take about a month or so to, analyze this video frame by frame. Can you tell us the process behind this and some of the major media and why or how they're trying to get in touch with you in regards to this footage?
Well, I think the major media is not happy with the fact that the footage is out the way it came out, because right now, as you notice, you have certain specific individuals who are kind of controlling the narrative, and they're dropping specific information, kind of drip feeding all of this stuff to everybody. And now all of a sudden, here comes this individual who is not really known by many people and dropped a 40-minute FLIR footage of an actual unidentified object, which blows away Tic Tac, blows away Gimbal, blows away Go Fast, anything that Jeremy Corbell has put out so far. And, they had no control over it. So I think one of the reasons why I've been getting such, negativity and hate from individuals, especially individuals in the UFO community, is because of that, because either they didn't...
This is amazing.
...get it, or, nobody was prepared for the fact that, this footage actually existed and was going to be dropped. But I think that's one of the reasons...
So what happened, and here's what I think happened. And I sorry it took me 10 minutes to get, big deal, 10 minutes. You heard a good story. So, this guy posts this video on the internet, and out of nowhere, he starts getting attacked by the Twitter community. To me, that sounds like somebody was butthurt, because there's been hundreds and maybe thousands of videos posted, and not everybody gets doxxed. I mean, somebody knew this guy's address and found it out and posted it on the internet. And then he had some weird activity at his house, so he says, we're just going by what Andy says. You know who could find out where you live? Do I need to say it? Anybody who works in government. People who have connections. I know one person that I know, and I heard it, and I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to say who told me, but Tim McMillan, I've heard the rumor, and I don't know if it's true, but the way the story was told to me is that he does background checks on all of us, trying to look for dirt. Yeah, that's right, from the debrief. Now, I don't know if that's true, but it came from somebody who's had many conversations with him and bestowed that information on to me, because I was not really attacking little Timmy McShillen. But when I first found out about Timmy and his plan to get the website out there quickly and having this video, and then it turned out to just be a picture, and his little interview he did on oh God, I can't even remember I always forget the name of that stupid Political Science, I think it was something Science magazine. Not Political Science, I can't think of it. Is it that? Is it? Well, anyway, there's people out there with connections, and little Timmy McShillen has those connections. Elizondo has those connections. And I'm sure Tom DeLonge can get somebody to look somebody up. I mean, we can all do it. But how accurately is that information being given to us? I don't know. But they can definitely have contacts in the FBI and the CIA, and they go, oh yeah, Rich Giordano, he moved from Arizona to Florida. Yeah, here's where he lives. It's not that hard. Somebody can easily pull up all your stuff if they have the connections. And I think that's what happened to him. I think Andy got attacked and it was full front attack. I don't even know. I can't even speak. It makes me so freaking angry. There's people out there playing these games. It's been going on forever. It's how I lost my website. It's how they tried to stop me from putting my shit up back in 2005 and in 2006. And they shut it down. I didn't even have the website a year. So I believe it. And this is one thing about ufology that is scary, is when you have really good UFO evidence and some people in the higher ups do not want it out there at a certain time. They have their drip way of doing things, which, by the way, since June 25th, nobody's dropping any videos from that group, right? Jeremy Corbell said he had the tip of the iceberg. That's all we saw. He dropped 4 or 5 videos and he says this is just the tip of the iceberg and he hasn't done anything since. That's what Blake was saying. Why are people sitting on these things? They should just put it out there. Why are they? And what are they showing us? Oh, they don't show us anything. They don't show us anything. You get FLIR footage that doesn't show you detail. You get stories that don't match up to the video, as Corbell would say. It's swarming the Russell. And all you see is these stupid, bokeh out frickin' airplane and stars effect. Oh, it was a piece of shit video from a piece of Sorry, I'm getting out of control. Makes me angry, this field. People play dirty. I don't play dirty. I just talk and I say what's on my mind and I tell people what to look out for. And being in this field for 17 years, I think I've earned the right to have that trust. No. When have I bullshitted you? It's sad. It's really sad. What is this? $10 Black Lotus Productions? Thank you. I don't know if you've already have, but it would be great if you could have David Eckert on the show. What a fraud. Why would I want to have a fraud? I'd love to see you tear him a new a-hole. I'll send you email about him. Send me the email. I know who he is. I never had him on the show for obvious reasons. I want to take another look at his stuff, though. Yeah, thanks for the $10 super chat there, man. Thank you, Black Lotus Productions. By the way, I'll be going on their show, I think, in November. So we're gonna try again. Should be fun. It will be. It'll be a good show. There you go. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Whoops. I meant to do this one. Thanks. Mucho gusto and a continuing generoso sforzo. Don't forget, that's how we stay alive here. I got 13 mouths to feed. And that's all I can say. Hold on, I gotta read this real quick. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Thank you, Kristen, with the nice support on the Cash app for 20 bones. Thank you for that, Kristen. I keep forgetting to check, but thank you very much. That goes to you. And let me see if there's anything else. There is one more. I think one more. And a PayPal from Hungry Dragon again. Wow, thanks, guys. I'm glad I checked. Thank you, Hungry Dragon. I'm trying to do different ones, but I like this one for Hungry Dragon. Thank you, everybody. Continuing support definitely needed at this time, you know. We're going to be doing the road trip here in November. I want to go when it snows or when it's about to snow, so I'm waiting for that prediction. But thank you for the support. Anyway, people, if you plan on getting in this field and you want to do the right thing, it's so much better to do it the right way than the wrong way. I can't understand Chris Bledsoe, this Slattery character. I can't think now. Other people out there. I would imagine they would have this constant stress, this weight on their shoulders that it's all going to come crashing down. But apparently it is much better and more rewarding if you lie. If I changed everything, if I started my show next week and I said, guys, I have to be 100% honest with you. I've been in denial for a very long time. I'm having the most incredible experiences that I didn't want to talk about. I was afraid to talk about them because I was in such denial, but I'm definitely having alien visitation, and I've been hearing aliens in my head talking to me. Not all the time. And then I come out with this new narrative. And you know what would happen? You can only imagine. Every dot, every orb, every psychic, what do they call those people? The esoteric people? I don't know. But I would get all these types that I never, ever cared to indulge myself with for more than the one conversation, and didn't believe in it. That would be my life. And I would, oh, sure, yeah, they would love me. Oh, my God, Rich Giordano turned? Oh, my God, what did he do? I would lose all of you. But I would gain all of them. Maybe, I don't know. So, I was going to do that tonight. There's something else I'm missing tonight. What else is it? I'm supposed to mention something else. Yeah, there's supposed to be this technological disclosure happening. Has anybody heard about this? Let me pull up Leslie Kean's tweet. Oh my God, and Demi Lovato. Oh. I would have the Demi Lovatos in my life. Let me bring this up. I've got so much to go over. This show might go long tonight. And if it does, if you're here, if I go longer, I don't think I can. So I really can't go long. But I may have to. I'm going to try to go quick. All right, now I'm a little mad. All right, where are you, girl? Here it is. Major breaking news coming soon. So the rumors that I heard may be true. Because I found this right after I heard the rumor. I've been away for about 2 weeks, she says, on a new project. I can't say what it is yet. I've been off Facebook. I met with Chris Mellon and Lou Elizondo. And there is a lot going on behind the scenes. This is the rumor. That there is going to be something big dropping on or near Thanksgiving, I believe. Sometime in middle to late November. If that's true, and it's a technological advance that can throw us into the future, 20 to 30 years, what would that be? Red Panda, I'll tell you why I can't go long. Because after the show ends, I still have to edit 2 videos. And one of them's going to take me an hour, and then the other one's going to take me 2 to 3. So I still have work to do. I work after the show. I usually take about a 45-minute break. I eat, I relax, and then I come back and finish up stuff. But I'll tell you what happened. I spent almost 3 hours making the video for Third Phase UFO Report tonight. And I walk away from the computer, go to my car. I had to get my drone. I left it in the car. So I grab it, come back in, put it away, come back in. And I don't see the editor up. I use Adobe Premiere. And I don't see it up. And I'm like, I didn't close it because I was still working. And I just got done making the last thing. All I had to do was put one more song in and I was done. This happened to me last week. I got angered. It was gone. It shut down. So I had to start all over. But usually after I'm done, that's what I do every night after the show. But anyway, that's why I can't go long most of the time. But I can go 30 minutes long if I have to tonight. All right, so what could this advancement in technology be? It's definitely not going to be free energy, right? It's not going to be that. You see? I knew it. I knew it! And they're leaving. And you know what? Let them go. Go ahead and go. Go. Because I got some more stuff I want to talk about Jeremy Corbell in a minute. If I don't forget. Some other stuff came up about him. About Corbell. But what would this technology be? See, now I am going to tell that there is not going to be a huge advance in technology. It just won't happen. What would it be? What would it be? Anybody want to throw anti-gravitic? What? What would this technology be? It won't be. Thank you. See, you get it, Mary. It won't be anything new. And as a matter of fact, I heard some rumors similar to this around the June 25th. Like something was supposed to happen right after. It didn't happen. Absolutely nothing happened. You know, that's the problem. And this is what scares me about ufology. It's all smoke and mirrors. And it really is. And I know some of you out there don't like the way I talk. You think all I am is negative. And I'm not. I believe in UFOs. I believe there's aliens. I just don't believe the evidence we've seen shows it. And why people hate that? Why they don't understand? That's all I want. Is I want everything to be out in the open. I want full disclosure. I don't want anybody to lie like Bledsoe. Yeah, and I'm going to keep using that fool's name. Because that's what he is, a fool. James Gilliland, a fool. The CE5 shit. It's Greer, and I like Greer, but I don't like CE5. Is there anything wrong with trying to make contact with aliens? No. It's the only chance you have. If your brain, maybe my body doesn't get to that vibration. You know, I thought of that. Maybe I just can't get there. Maybe my brain, my heart, my soul doesn't have that tuning fork capability to contact aliens. Oh, yeah, I've tried it all. Believe me, it ain't happening. I am never, ever going to make contact with aliens. No matter what dreams I've had or what reality I think I've been living in my half-woken dream state, I do not believe that aliens have made contact with me yet. Now, there have been strange things around me that I don't have an explanation for, and I'm trying to get the evidence. I don't know. I think that aliens, spirits are one. I think they're intertwined. I do. I think when we die, that spirit is the same energy that was put into our body as we were in the womb. That's my belief. That's the only way I think this stuff could work. So when you die, you leave your body, you leave this meat sack, and you go off to wherever home is. And I don't know if the reason there's spiritual apparitions around, is it like that because you want to stay here and not go home? So they give you the option. You can stay, but you can't leave this perimeter. You have to stay in this house. You're on lockdown. It's as if you got the ankle bracelet on when you die. You can't leave. That's why there's ghosts, which aren't ghosts. They're actually aliens, which is actually us. I'm just saying. Doesn't it make sense? Doesn't it fill in the void? Doesn't it fill it all in? It does for me. It really does. I think that's where we come. We come from. I don't know where. I just know. No, I don't know. I don't know anything. I just feel that. I've been thinking that my whole life. So, anyway, all right. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. I want to show you this weird object on Reddit. This, to me, well, it doesn't matter what I think. Let's see what you think.
Wait.
Babe, I'm freaking out, yo.
Let's fall. What is that?
Hold on. Let me get out the car.
Is that the jetpack man?
Let me get out the car for a second.
What? That's it? You mean these people are seeing something that they can't understand? Look at that thing. It looks like there's eyes. This looks like it could be a breathing apparatus. It looks like it's got feet and legs. Or it's a balloon.
Babe, I'm freaking out.
Don't you think they would know that's a balloon?
Yo.
Let's fall. What is that?
Hold on. Let me get out the car. I can't see, yo. Let me get out the car for a second.
And that, you see how it looks different now? That's why I think it's balloons. It's an interesting piece of footage, but it's really low in the sky. So what kind of balloon could it be? And you see, it looks like it's about a quarter of a mile away. They zoom in pretty good on it. That is odd. But I really don't know. Now, we could say, yeah, man, that looks like it could be the jetpack that, the jetpack guy that people saw in early January, February of this year. I don't know. Pretty wild.
Wait.
Where was this taken? I don't remember. This was from where? Looks like an old video from Mexico. Oh, Mississauga, Canada. It says it right here at the top. Mississauga. Anyway, it's an interesting video, but most likely balloons. All they had to do, and I think that's why the video is so short, was hang out or follow it. And when you do that, you eventually will find out what it is. You get a different angle or you get closer to it. People just don't do their due diligence enough. Somebody sent this to me. I think it was Jose Sanchez. 12 minutes of pilot testimony, starting with Sir Chichester in 1931. He was a highly respected man, was flying to New Zealand when he had an encounter with the UFO. 16 years before Kenneth Arnold, 1947. Then Kenneth Arnold speaks, followed by many pilots. Among them, the French pilot Dubac, who saw a UFO disappear above Paris. A Dutch KLM pilot and an English pilot who had an encounter near Alderney in 2007. Crew and passengers saw a 2-mile-wide craft. But here's the 1931, this is amazing, interview.
Sort of like a pearl with a tail. And I watched this thing and suddenly it disappeared. And I thought, well, am I seeing things?
Body
I had a very
language.
grueling flight. I had engine trouble and I'd been waiting for hours waiting to go into the sea, However, suddenly this thing reappeared, coming towards me. And I thought, well, I'm not going to let it go this time. And I kept my look fixed on it. And it approaching fairly fast, and then suddenly, gradually rather, it began to thin out, and it vanished in front of me, and before my eyes, it became a sort of ghost. I could see the water, the waves of the sea through it for one instant, and then it vanished.
Here we've seen something.
That's unbelievable. That guy was telling the truth, in my opinion. 1931? Who's this, Kenneth Arnold?
Seen something. Hundreds of pilots have seen something in the skies. We have dutifully reported these things. And we have to have 15 million witnesses before anybody's going to look into the problem seriously. Why, this is utterly fantastic. This is more fantastic than flying saucers or people from Venus or anything as far as I'm concerned.
July the 24th, 1948, two experienced commercial pilots, Clarence Childs and John Whitehead, were flying at night over Alabama when they encountered what they described as a cigar-shaped object, perhaps 100 feet long, flying faster than any aircraft they had ever seen. It had, they said, 2 rows of windows and they could see lights inside, and orange-red flames shooting out of the tail.
Could have been German technology. It's a good story. I will, of course, with every video I play here, the links will be in the description. So you can look at the rest of that later. I just wanted to play that 1931 interview because the guy's really telling the truth. He really believes he saw that UFO disappear in front of him. Pretty amazing. We were talking last week about what our eyes can see. And I believe Dorothy sent this to me. And it's pretty interesting. There is something around us. The human eye can only see between 430 to 770, is it terahertz? Our ears can only detect sounds between 20 hertz and 20 kilohertz. I think that's it. These ranges make up a fraction of the total sound and light frequency range. This means there's a lot going on around that we cannot see or hear. So imagine the spectrum is from here to here, right? And we only see this little notch. That's all we see is this little. And the rest from left to right, it's out of our spectrum. Can you imagine? I gotta tell you, man, it boggles my mind. We heard those school kids talking about the UFOs disappearing and then reappearing and then having a mind meld with one of the students, and just an amazing experience those school kids had. And then in Brazil, I think it was in the early 70s, they were attacked by UFOs, and then the military came down for a couple of days and they were fighting against these orbs. And I mean, there's some stuff going on. I mean, it's almost like a miracle that we can never catch up to. You know what I mean? We can never catch up to it. It's sad. All right, what's this? Uri Geller. Oh, I think I was going to play this video. Yeah, just for a second, but check this out. So the person who posted this says, this handheld camera footage captures the Space Shuttle Endeavour's external tank as seen from the orbiter's STS-134 crew in 2011. As the tank falls away from the orbiter at main engine cutoff about 8.5 miles after launch. Why can't we see? Look, it says, why in the hell aren't there UFOs videos as clear as the video below? Well, I don't know. Don't have an answer. But I could tell you that whatever they were using on the STS doesn't mean that's what we have in our hands either. They were probably using a real camera, but I don't know, man. It's just the way it's always been. The UFOs don't get close enough. And when they do, and we get the sharp, clear images, we call it fake. I was sent a meme, and it's the best meme. It's the meme of the day. And this is it. Let me pull it up. I believe I still have it here. There's so many different links. I don't know where it is, but it said, it showed a picture of a blurry UFO. And it says something like, UFOs are always blurry. And then it shows a real clear one. And then it said, but these are always faked. It's the way it is. If it's too good to be true, it usually is. So this is a video I just found as I was searching around the internet this second. It says incredible footage of a UFO metallic sphere is a couple of times faster than a Blue Angel jet, Huntington Beach. Let's take a look. I haven't seen this yet. All right, I'm getting a little angry here. Why is it choppy? So here it is, there it is. Okay, Oh, whoever made this video sucks. They're trying to stop and go, and it's pretty good though, whatever that dot is. I can't watch this again. That was just brutal. I don't know, really. Bad mistake, my mistake. Let me get rid of it. Bye-bye. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right, this, I'm just going through some things here. We'll come back to this. So I watched the Squid Games. And it's dubbed over in English. It's a Korean film, I believe. I'm not going to give it, no spoiler alerts. I'm just going to tell you that I know that some of you, because my cousin said, this blew her away. It is the best thing she's seen ever. I believe were her words. It was that good. So immediately I went to watch it. Yesterday and the day before. And I found myself fast forwarding through, because they give you 9 episodes. And it has a satisfying ending, which I hate to say it, but I knew the ending after the first episode. Now, I'm not saying you will, but I figured it out, and it made me mad that I was right. But it's not that bad. I don't say go run out and watch it. You're not going to be wowed. Some of you might be. The first episode was awesome. And then after that, but it's on Netflix. So Brian Romilly, those of you who may know him on Twitter, says, we recently received a tight beam signal sent from Proxima Centauri. It suggests confirmation of intelligent life elsewhere. It is called BLC-1. There is no known natural emitter of anything like this at 982.002 megahertz beam. It is a technological signal. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Here comes something from... Oh, I've got much more to talk about. This is like unbelievable. This is why I did a 3-hour show when all I had was one show a week. Because there's so much information to go over. It's crazy. This comes from Scott Brown. I love this. Recently mistaken for some kind of UFO or paranormal activity are the strings of a rosary balloons. That's all. Telling you. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. There are some interesting sightings in Mexico where you see a ball and UFOs are flying out both sides at the same time. Have you ever seen that one? I don't know what that is to this day. But this is most of your sky worms. That's why we see a lot of sky worms in Mexico. Because they launch this stuff, and then when it gets like 1,500, 2,000 feet up, it blurs out. Oh, and they're calling this the mothership, and the rest of these are the little weasels that come out of the mothership that are scout ships. Oh, forget about it. Jesus H. Cripe. And that's all it is. All right. This was from Nocturnal News. He made a video, I think, and trying to tell us what this, he doesn't know what this is. Oh, that's from Third Phase of Moon, isn't it? I know that song. Remember that? There were these 4 chemtrails, and then this one object came floating in. It looked like a fireball. But I know it looks good, right? But I think it's just an airplane. Before I had a camera, before I had, what am I trying to say? A lens attachment that made me get in really clear. I spent $200 on this thing. It was as much as the camera. And it changed everything for me. Because we would see chemtrails like that all the time. And then you would see a little plane flying along one of the trails. Always after spraying. I just think that it is an airplane. So when I bought this lens attachment, about a week goes by. There it is. Very similar to what we just saw. Screwed on the lens. First time I used it, I was angry. Because it debunked everything. And I knew. Because it was only 4 months after I started with the camera. I started it in June. June 27th to be exact. July, August, September, October. It was October 14th when I caught the city in the sky at night with that lens. But I was really angry, zooming in on airplanes left and right. That used to be UFOs. And that's why I am the way I am. I get very upset because you think you're seeing UFOs, but you're not. So I see a lot of people make these mistakes. I see James Gilliland. I've watched Peter Slattery and a host of other people around the world thinking they're videotaping UFOs. And maybe there's 1 or 2 out there that are legit, but for the most part, they're out there though. They're out there. And no matter how frustrating it is, I will never give up. I will stay in this fight till the very end, till I can't do it anymore. Because I believe that we're going to have that type of disclosure. I think that we will see UFOs clearly, and it will be the public that will make it disclosure. Now, we don't know where we're going to be 5 to 10 years from now. If anybody could have told me when TTSA started in 2016, it's only been 5 years, that we would be where we are now with ufology, I'd have believed you, because we're not any closer to the truth. And if you think you are, great. Let's see what happens next month. Leslie Keane, Elizondo, Christopher Mullen. Screw Corbell. Corbell is like the dirty uncle you don't even want to bring out unless you have to. That's Corbell to ufology. Nobody wants this guy around, but we'll listen to him. Sometimes I feel like you guys think I'm the dirty uncle. Well, I know the left side of Twitter thinks that's me. That's me. I am the dirty uncle to those people. It's true. I know. 1956, there was this. Viel Entre Rios, Argentina. I don't know how he's saying it. But several families were traveling home from work when several people saw a luminous sphere flying parallel to the railroad tracks below, and it was headed toward the railroad station. Now, I know there is somebody who listens to this show who says that their experience with something similar to this happened. They were driving and saw what looked like what David Wilcock is putting together as a flying car. Well, it was something. And it was clear as day. And that interview should be coming up hopefully next month. But this is not out of the ordinary. You know what this looks like? The movie Contact. You know when they had the sketches, the schematics that came through on the sound that was coming through that they captured? Pew, pew, pew. And this is what you need to put inside of the sphere. It's interesting when David Fravor, didn't he say, was it him? No, he saw the Tic Tac. Who were the people that saw the circle inside the square? I forget who that was. That's what this reminds me of. What else we got? Okay. So Demi Lovato says, and you know, screw her and the horse she rode in. Alien is offensive when referring to extraterrestrials. Oh, shut off. You're just using the same narrative that Angeli Belly was using. Remember? Angeli? Oh, the aliens don't like when we call them aliens. They want to be known as people or beings. It's kind of racist to call them aliens. Give me a friggin' break. They don't give a shit. They don't care what we call them. We're ants to them. They don't care. Do you care what an ant says about you? Oh, here comes tall giant dickhead. Probably gonna stomp all over us. I hate that guy. We don't care. And the aliens don't care either. Alien, 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 aliens, aliens, aliens. That's what they are. That's what we're calling. What do you want me to call them? People? When they look like this? Come on. Come on. Lose one of those chins and look down upon your feet if you can see them. And realize you're standing on hard ground. You're not floating above the rest of us now, telling us what we should say. Forget you, Demi Lovato. Ugh. I can't even get her off. Seriously. She disgusts me. That stupid ass show. That show is so bad. She is so annoying. The whole lot of them are annoying. The most annoying show about UFOs and aliens I've ever seen. And of course, the first episode was the only good one. All right. What's that? We looked at multidimensional. We looked at that. Hold on. Oh yeah, I got that sighting I was going to show you, but I was going to save it for Third Phase UFO Report, but I'm not. I'm going to show it to you tonight. So, there's a person named Eric who a month or two ago, maybe even longer, sent me a lot of information on things that he says he sees. And I've done these before, and for me, it's very hard for me to look at this and see what he sees. And I told him that. That's why I'm making a special video just for him. But I want to show you some of these pictures, some of the things, and I'm going to read here what he told me. I got it here. I'm just pulling it up. He's from Salem, Oregon. Says he can show us proof of UFSO and Leviathan. You remember that? You remember Leviathans? Super huge, large creatures. Well, here we go. I've got some. He says, I have proof. I already told. Da, 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 da. We also have a UFSD. People don't know anything about them. UFSO, UFO, whatever else people call them. UFSD. I don't. Here we go. If you Google map it, you will see it. But my opinion, they already took that ice block, dragged them two frozen dinosaurs, unknown things out. Okay, so he's saying that Google Maps already removed a few of these ice blocks and dragged out these huge dinos and unknown things out and deheaded both for testing. It's beheaded, I think. Now they have them both in a giant ice PER, which is 500 to 500,000 feet long underground. Do research and Google Map live it. I have my own thought, but in person I can show you all the proof to the fullest. Then you will see what I am talking about. The Hebrew Bible talks about them, Leviathan, that one is about to eat a Nessie. Let's see. He wanted to talk to me about this in person, but I mean, I don't see how that's possible. Well, let me show you some of the pictures because I'm trying to put together this video and I'm not having good luck. I had to start over. I'll show you. And I told him, I need references, man. I go, I don't know what I'm looking at. So here's one of the pictures. Maybe you guys can help me. This is one of the pictures. You're just going to have to just look on with me. But apparently, I guess these are the pictures. I don't know. Okay? I don't. So I'm going to take that out of there for a second. Look, there's a lot. So I don't want to show anything private. That's why I moved away. Oh, come on. Every time you use Facebook Messenger, it never leaves you where you want to be. Like, it brings you all the way to the bottom. So I've got to scroll all the way the F back up. All right, here we go. I'm going to just now go across these. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. But I told him I would try my best. Oh, come on! Why is it doing that? If it gives me the arrow for the pictures, it should go with the pictures in the sequence. You mother. Try this again. All right, here we go. Don't know what I'm looking at. Eric, don't get mad. I don't know what I'm looking at. Don't know what I'm looking at. Apparently there's something here. I don't know. Okay. Oh, so this is a dragon right here, right? That's supposed to be a dragon. Is that what this is? It even has a hind leg and a tail. I think this is a squid. I don't know. I guess it's pretty interesting. Then here it is again. You can see it in the lake. Supposedly these huge dinosaurs and things are being hidden from us. That's a good one there, but I think it's just pareidolia. But what do I know, right? This reminds me of orbs. This reminds me of a lot of things that I don't know. What are we pointing at here? UFO right there. That's not proof, though, man. That could be anything. See, this is what I had a hard time with. I wanted him to number these and tell me what I'm looking at. Because how could I say I know what I'm looking at when I don't know what I'm looking at? I don't know how to look at it. Like this one. And the reason I'm showing these tonight, and I've had these since September, 25th? There's no... Because I wanted to show you guys something that maybe you can explain to me. And he's tried, and I don't buy it. Eric, it's hard for me, man. But you're going to have to do some work. I just thought about this. You're going to have to do a little bit of work for me to do any more work on this. I need you to number. I need you to tell me what to look for because I can't do it justice. He says he can't show me just by talking to me. He needs to actually show me in person. I'm like, why? Why can't you just color it in or circle it and tell me, oh, this is supposed to be a Leviathan. This is supposed to be a snake or a dragon. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a little review on that. Just to show you why I haven't been able to post anything, because that's what it is. Just a little insight on things. Wow, I ran through a lot of stuff fast. Oh, I've got Anthony's stuff right here, so let's look at this. This is a really interesting video. This is from Anthony from Staten Island. He had another video that was really badass that he sent to Third Phase, and they posted it. But check this out. This is from a couple of months ago. I believe it'll be up here. It's not that... You'll see it.
Holy shit. Look at that object going through the clouds there. That is big. I'm staying on it.
Asamplari.
Look at that.
It's interesting.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't see any lights flashing.
What is that?
Is that his channel? Unidentified S4?
What in my god?
Start over. So, I don't know, man.
Shit. Look at that object going through the clouds there.
What do you guys think?
That is big. I'm staying on it. Look at that. Oh my god.
Anybody?
What is that?
One more time.
Holy shit. Look at that object going through the clouds there. That is big. I'm staying on it. Look at that. Oh my god. What is that? What in my god? What is that?
I don't know what it is. It's pretty interesting. One more time. Why not?
Holy shit.
I don't know.
Look at that object going through the clouds there.
Pretty interesting, though.
That is big. I'm staying on it. Look at that.
Ah, it didn't stop. There it is. I don't see how that could be an airplane. There's no flashing lights, right? There's no flashing lights.
Holy shit. Look at that object going through the clouds there.
I don't know.
That is big. I'm staying on it. Look at that.
It could be a couple of things, guys. It could be a balloon.
Oh my god.
It could be a balloon at night, reflecting the moon.
What is that?
I believe he's using the Cyanics camera.
What in my god?
I don't know. It could be a lot of things, but not bad. It could be a lot of different things. It could be an airplane really high, but it looked like it was going through the clouds. I'm not too sure. What's that? When? Now? Oh, I didn't even know. Hey! It's Monday, everybody! The Crop Circle song. Craig Brown, everybody.
What are they? Why are they?
What do they mean?
What do they mean? What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? What do they mean? Are they harbingers of world change?
I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight on GUFON. We made it. I don't know. I just ran through everything pretty quick. I want to thank the moderators and super chatters tonight for hanging out. Thank you for your support. Everybody, really, thank you very much. Without it, the show doesn't run smoothly. So thank you very much for hanging out. Veterans and newcomers, hey, thanks for giving the show at least 5 to 15 minutes. That's all we ask. If you like it, come back, thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's all white so you get all notifications, and check your settings on your phone as well so you get them on your phone. But thank you guys for giving the show a chance. All I ever ask is a chance. I think you'll come back sometime. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Tonight, third phase UFO report. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday, Thursday. So tomorrow morning, there's going to be a video in the morning for GUFON. All right? Constantly working. That's all we're doing. So thank you, everybody. You can still support after the show ends through PayPal, Super Chat, PayPal, Cash App, and become a patron. And there will be a video coming up there very soon too, probably tomorrow. So thank you, everybody. Have a great night, and GUFON will be back tomorrow. Giddy up. Enjoy the rest of your night. Crop Circle. What are they?
the fields. What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? What are they? Why are they? What do they mean? What do they mean?
Yeah.